are ready to go, Chairman.
All right, let's call the meeting to order.
And we'll start with roll call. William Howe,
Present.
Kara Larson,
Present.
Andy Call,
Present.
Tyson Garden, and Kaylee Stanley. The reconfirming committee members action item here is for the choosing of your chair and second vice chair. So that'll be that action item.
Didn't we do that 2 meetings ago?
Yes, it does need to be redone.
Okay. Then I guess, do we have anybody who wants to? I guess anybody who wants to be chair, vice chair. We leave things once again as is. It makes no difference to me.
As is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I make a motion to just leave the committee members as the way they are.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Those opposed?
Aye. Oh, no, sorry,
Sorry.
I'm not opposing that, but
Those opposed? Okay. And it looks like the next item on our agenda is the National Fitness Campaign Fitness Court. Yeah, it is. Looks like we're going to be approving the project to move forward to the city council.
Good evening, committee members. Chris Regley, Director of Parks and Recreation Fleet and Facilities, 371 West Shortline, Kuna, Idaho, 83634. I'm here tonight to talk to you about the fitness center that we are proposing. We received a grant of $30,000 to be applied to the cost of this facility. We are proposing that we put it just west of our existing skate park, in the gravel area that's over there. Unfortunately, I only brought you one map, but kind of in this area here. Sounds like as we start breaking ground, their general contractor will kind of help us and aid us in making sure it's positioned. What do you need? Oh, the map, sorry, yeah. Positioned properly in what they like to see these things look like. We do intend to start putting more interest into that section of our community. Expansions hopefully in the next few years in the skate park, potentially bathrooms, volleyball court up behind Pizza Hut, and then extend the greenbelt grass and landscaping up to surround this workout center. So we have a video here to kind of show you what the ins and outs are of what these look like. So we anticipate this to be roughly around $400,000. Like I said, we're gonna try to create that as more of a hub in that area and kind of get rid of the riffraff, so to speak, and kind of make it more of a spot where other people are gonna be monitoring it, walking through it, utilizing it, and open it up to more than just young people with skateboards. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
I'm thinking about how to phrase this. Just for the sake of, we're 400,000 is going to be spent on this, and the shade cloth alone is $100,000. I mean, that's what it appears to be to me. Have we thought about any kind of video surveillance down there just to be on the safe side in case some vandalism were to happen?
Yes, so we currently do have surveillance over the existing skate park. We would be improving our lighting situation, more surveillance over it. Like I said, we're hoping to get bathrooms there at some point here in the near future. And with this much traffic and hopefully attention, a parking lot and other things like that too. So yes, there will be surveillance, better lighting.
Okay, thank you. And by the way, welcome to the position of Parks Director.
Thank you very much.
So we have high wind here. I personally know because I've had to replace a large number of things at my house. I'm really reluctant to see this cloth type material try to bear the weight of the wind out here. Have we thought about maybe putting a good roof over the top of the whole thing? And because we get snow too, and that would encourage winter use.
So this project kind of started before I was brought on board here as director, but it's my understanding that we are going to build the foundation of it with the intent of having the ability to add the shade structure. I believe that is figured into the 400,000, but it would be more than likely, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Garrett, but I believe it's an added feature that we would be adding on to later. So definitely, yes, we could look at the different things. I did speak to them about their kind of what they're seeing as far as warranty work, as far as maintenance on these kind of programs. The best example she gave me was they have one in, I believe it was either Michigan or Minnesota, that has been in an active court for quite a while, and the only thing they've had to do is touch up paint on the white paint on the ground. So they're supposed to be quite resilient to all sorts of weather conditions, and they get a lot more snow and weight load on their stuff over there than we do. They do suggest we bring them down in the winter months.
Well, and that's the reason I asked if we got a hard roof over that, then we could keep it active in the winter. We can make it so snow doesn't impact that. So that was the reason I asked that question. So if it's an option to adjust the roof decision later, I would put that on the table. That's my thought.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to be planning for the footings for the structure and as we go. So.
So as far as the structure goes, looks like there's the studio version or just the fitness court version. So I'm guessing the studio version looks like it just has an extra like half. Is that used for just classes? Like if we were to have yoga or something like that? Do they play pickleball? Do you know?
Yes. So it is split in half, and we can kind of scroll through here and kind of look at both sides of the design that they have provided us. Well, this one's not going to show both sides, but yes, they do offer. So you have more of a workout side on one side, and then more of a aerobic side, I believe, on the other. So.
Okay. Are we deciding today if we want to move forward? Obviously, we're deciding if we want to move forward and you want to present it in front of city council, but are we deciding on what version or just the idea in?
No, I believe the idea has been, like, again, I apologize, I'm new to this one on all the ins and outs, but I believe the design has been determined. So it'd be moving on to proceed to city council.
Okay. Like the design, whether it's the studio or just the court?
It's both, it's a two-sided structure. There's a steel frame running down the center, which all the exercise stuff is attached to.
Okay. Cause this just has two prices. This is what
Yes.
we have. So are they gonna go with the full court? Is that?
Yes.
Like the full studio?
Yes.
Okay. I was just, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just verifying that was what we were seeing.
Okay, does, anybody else have any questions for Chris? We, anything? Yeah, I mean, it will be nice for the community. It is.
I mean, I would assume, I haven't looked too much into, I was looking here, it says like, here's a sneak peek at what's ahead, and it talks about like the ongoing group classes, individual training, so I'm assuming this would be, open to the public if people wanted to do these things. I don't know the stats behind it, like when this is inserted, what you were saying, like in Minnesota and other locations, what is the, after these are installed, what the statistics are of increased health and fitness in the communities. I would love to know that, of like the safety, security, increased health in communities, children, playing on it and just being more engaged and active. That would be such a cool, I mean, I love health and fitness. That's like my jam. So I'm all on board of this, like 100%. So.
Yeah, and talking to them, that's one of their biggest, that's kind of how this whole group kind of started, was to introduce more of a availability of health and fitness into communities where not everybody wants a gym membership, or, and speaking for our own community, we do have people that they put on their own courses in Bernie Fisher Park right now with no equipment at all. So this opens the door to a lot of different opportunities, and as the video showed, it's just a QR code. You can kind of set your own workout. You can work with a group. There's a lot of options, and the best thing is it doesn't cost our community anything to be a member of this.
We can get stats from that QR code scan from them, right? Do they keep that? Do you know?
That I'm not sure, but I would imagine that we could get some stats.
We have the capacity to determine approximately how many people use it over the course of a specified period of time.
That's it right there, yeah. Metrics is always a huge thing when you approve something this large, so.
If approved, we would be able to come back at a later date and provide you with those metrics if requested.
I would say we publicly post those just so people know that it's having a big impact. That would be my thought, is approach this from a metrics-driven thought process right from the beginning. That way, folks, A, they know about it, and B, they're like, oh wow, this many people use it, it must be good, I'm going to go use it too. So just approaching it from the beginning from a metrics-driven approach. That would be my ask.
Okay.
All right, then, shall we make a motion to approve this, to move it forward to city council?
Recommended wording would be recommend approval to city council if that is your motion, or recommend denial if that is your motion.
Okay, then shall we make a motion to recommend approving or denying? Shall we make a recommendation to approve this, to send it to city council?
I'll first a motion to recommend to approve this to city council.
I'll second.
All right, so all in favor of approving the National Fitness Campaign Fitness Court and sending it to city council for their approval? Say aye.
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 Those not in favor? past that one.
The next item is just a discussion item. The account balances for both the police and parks are listed, cash on hand, and then police has a loan to the general fund, and the we project that the loan balance will be approximately $632,505.28 by the end of the fiscal year. And so that's just a discussion item. There's no action required on that.
All right, and then you want to just touch on the parks one real quick?
I'm sorry, you, that line of question directed to me?
Oh, no, he did the police, but I just wondered if you wanted to do part two of that.
Oh, parks. So parks, the parks fund has $5,253,177.59 cash on hand, and so if since this project was approved, that will be coming out of that parks fund. And then I don't know if it was mentioned, but this is also has a grant associated with it in the amount of $30,000. So that is a benefit to the city of Kuna as well.
Well, hopefully it's a big hit, and in a few years they'll allow us to build another one somewhere. Does anybody have anything else they want to touch on, talk about, discuss while we're here?
I actually just wanted to bring up that just feedback, the police had added police bikes, presence, and the added fire, you can see it working really well. So especially when the big rally came here, they were out, they really did a good job keeping that maintained. So just wanted to bring that feedback back. I spoke to one of the officers that rides the bikes, and they're ecstatic about their ability to really be mobile and get around. So kudos.
Yeah, and they've been doing some really big things here in the last week or two too, so. All right, well, if nobody has anything else, once again, Chris, welcome. We're all going to miss Bobby, of course. He was a big part of our community. But if nobody has anything else, I make a motion that we adjourn our meeting.
I'll first the motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? Meeting is adjourned.